The world we perceive, the cherished faces of loved ones, the vibrant hues of a sunset, even the words on a page, all are gifts delivered by our precious vision. But what if this kaleidoscope of sight, this cornerstone of independence and joy, began to subtly, insidiously dim, not in a sudden catastrophic event, but through a gradual, almost imperceptible erosion, stealing away clarity, vibrancy, and ultimately your connection to the world you treasure? Most of us, sadly, are conditioned to believe that failing eyesight, the frustrating blur, the persistent dryness, or even devastating conditions like macular degeneration is an unavoidable tax on getting older. It's a tragic acceptance of the inevitable, but what if that belief is fundamentally flawed? What if there exists a remarkably simple, yet profoundly powerful secret to not only safeguarding your existing eyesight, but actively repairing the delicate damage that accumulates over a lifetime, all while you peacefully surrender to sleep? You're likely missing out on the most accessible, scientifically backed defense against age-related vision loss, a hidden advantage that science is now uncovering, suggesting the key to years, even decades, of sharp, vibrant vision might be waiting patiently in your kitchen, ready to unleash its restorative magic every single night. The unseen erosion of our vision. The truth is, one of the most silently besieged frontiers of healthy aging is our vision. As the years gently add up, the very cells that enable us to see, those intricate, delicate components within our eyes, begin to wage a silent, relentless battle. They endure the invisible onslaught of oxidative stress, a biological rust that attacks cellular structures, much like corrosion on metal. They grapple with pervasive inflammation, a chronic low-grade fire that silently damages tissues, and, perhaps most insidiously, the tiny, intricate network of blood vessels that tirelessly nourishes our retina. The light-sensitive film at the back of the eye can suffer damage and become less efficient. This relentless cumulative wear and tear is precisely why so many individuals, as they journey into their senior years, find themselves grappling with frustrating blurred vision, the discomfort of persistently dry eyes, or the more severe and debilitating effects of age-related macular degeneration. Throughout our waking hours, our eyes are constantly exposed to a relentless barrage of environmental and internal stressors. We stare at screens bathed in blue light, soak in the sun's ultraviolet radiation, and even experience minor fluctuations in blood sugar levels, each of which can inflict subtle yet persistent damage on the exquisitely delicate structures within the eye. Consider the retina, for instance. It is an astonishingly energy-demanding tissue, a bustling hub packed with millions of photoreceptor cells. These specialized cells perform the remarkable feat of converting incoming light into electrical signals, which are then whisked away to the brain for interpretation, allowing us to perceive the world around us. These photoreceptor cells are metabolically active around the clock, working tirelessly to produce the energy required for vision. However, this intense metabolic activity comes at a cost. It inevitably generates reactive oxygen species, more commonly known as free radicals, which are highly unstable molecules that can cause significant cellular damage if left unchecked. Over decades, this constant production of free radicals and the subsequent oxidative stress accumulate, harming the very cells responsible for our sharp, clear vision. Nighttime's hidden power, the body's restoration cycle. Here's where the story takes a truly fascinating turn, revealing a profound opportunity for renewal. Science is now illuminating the incredible reality that your body enters a natural, powerful state of repair and regeneration specifically at night while you sleep. It's not merely a passive period of rest for your conscious mind. It's a meticulously orchestrated cellular-level maintenance routine that encompasses every organ, including your eyes. When you finally close your eyes and drift into slumber, your entire system shifts gears, transitioning into what researchers refer to as a restorative state. Instead of constantly reacting to the external world's unending stream of input and stress, your body turns its focus inward, dedicating its resources to crucial repair and rejuvenation. During these vital hours of darkness, blood flow to specific tissues, including the eyes, markedly improves, ensuring a more robust delivery of oxygen and nutrients. Furthermore, melatonin, the remarkable hormone renowned for regulating your sleep-wake cycle, has also been discovered to function as a potent antioxidant directly within the eye itself. This means that as you sleep, melatonin actively works to neutralize some of the oxidative stress that has been relentlessly accumulating throughout your waking day, effectively cleaning up cellular debris. Think of it like scheduling routine maintenance for a complex, high-performance machine. You wouldn't attempt to change the oil or tune the engine while speeding down the highway. Similarly, your body performs its most intricate and effective repair work when it's at rest, undisturbed by the demands of conscious activity. Beyond simple repair, there's also an emerging and exciting area of research centered on a process called autophagy, a term that literally translates to self-eating. This fundamental cellular mechanism is essentially your body's sophisticated recycling program, wherein cells systematically break down and clear out damaged, dysfunctional, or unnecessary components. Autophagy naturally ramps up significantly when you're sleeping and during periods of fasting, two states that frequently overlap overnight. Within the delicate tissues of the eye, this process is paramount. It diligently helps to clear out dysfunctional proteins and damaged cellular structures, effectively giving your retinal cells a much-needed opportunity to start fresh each day. If this vital autophagy process doesn't function optimally, cellular debris can accumulate within the eye, a pathological hallmark often observed in conditions like age-related macular degeneration. Intriguingly, researchers have also discovered that your body's internal clock, known as the circadian rhythm, wields immense influence over overall eye health. The retina itself possesses its own intricate circadian rhythm, which meticulously controls critical functions such as light sensitivity and even the release of certain growth factors that are essential for repair. When your sleep schedule becomes irregular, or if you consistently fail to get sufficient quality sleep, this finely tuned natural rhythm becomes profoundly disrupted. Over years, such chronic disruption can significantly accelerate the aging processes within the eye. This scientific insight helps explain why individuals who work night shifts or suffer from chronic insomnia often exhibit higher rates of various vision problems later in life. The missing ingredients for nightly eye repair. While your body's nighttime repair mechanisms are impressively sophisticated, melatonin alone isn't a silver bullet. These processes are inherently reliant on a steady, targeted supply of key nutrients to power their restorative work. Essential vitamins like A, C, and E, alongside potent carotenoids such as lutein and zeaxanthin, are absolutely critical. They act as the raw materials needed for repairing damaged cells within the retina and constructing robust defenses against future harm. If your daily diet consistently falls short in providing these vital compounds, your eyes are effectively denied the fundamental building blocks required for proper maintenance and repair. Over an extended period, this chronic deficiency in essential repair resources contributes significantly to the very age-related vision problems that so many seniors tragically experience. Conditions like macular degeneration, cataracts, or simply a gradual, irreversible worsening of eyesight as the years relentlessly tick by. Now truly consider the profound potential when you combine your body's incredibly powerful, natural nighttime repair processes with a carefully targeted, concentrated supply of precisely the right nutrients delivered strategically before bed. Instead of struggling to perform intricate repairs with severely limited resources, your body suddenly finds itself equipped with an abundant arsenal of tools. It gains the capacity to effectively combat oxidative stress, mend damaged DNA and delicate eye cells, and fortify the tiny, fragile blood vessels that nourish the retina. This profound synergy is precisely why what you choose to eat in the evening, particularly foods teeming with potent antioxidants and other beneficial compounds, can make such an astonishingly impactful difference to the long-term health and clarity of your vision. For instance, scientific studies have compellingly demonstrated that certain antioxidants possess the remarkable ability to traverse the blood-retina barrier. This specialized protective membrane, much like the blood-brain barrier, meticulously shields the eye from harmful substances. The fact that these antioxidants can cross this barrier means they genuinely reach the innermost parts of the eye where they are most desperately needed to perform their restorative work. Vitamin C, for example, plays a crucial role in regenerating vitamin E, another powerful antioxidant that tirelessly protects cell membranes from the pervasive damage inflicted by oxidation. Carotenoids like lutein and zeaxanthin are specifically deposited directly into the macula, the central, most critical part of the retina responsible for the sharpest, most detailed aspects of our vision. Once there, these extraordinary nutrients coalesce to form a kind of natural biological shield, offering robust protection against the insidious blue light and relentless free radicals that cause cumulative damage over time, slowly eroding our sight. Another truly fascinating dimension is the indispensable role of omega-3 fatty acids, particularly DHA. The retina, remarkably, is one of the richest sources of DHA in the entire human body, underscoring its absolute necessity for maintaining the structural integrity and optimal function of photoreceptor cells. When you consciously consume foods rich in omega-3s during your evening meal, you are providing the critical building blocks required to maintain these vital cell membranes throughout the night, precisely when the body's repair processes reach their peak. Efficiency. And let's not overlook the crucial importance of blood sugar regulation. Making poor dietary choices before bed, especially opting for foods high in refined carbohydrates, can trigger sharp, detrimental spikes in blood sugar levels. These surges, in turn, lead to increased oxidative stress and inflammation, processes that severely impact the microvasculature, the network of tiny blood vessels within the eye. Conversely, choosing low glycemic, nutrient-dense foods helps to maintain remarkably stable blood sugar levels, thereby ensuring that these crucial nighttime repair processes are not disrupted or compromised by metabolic stress. Thus, the hours of darkness are paramount for eye health because they represent the critical window when your body finally has the invaluable opportunity to undo some of the day's accumulated damage. Given the right conditions, quality sleep, a stable circadian rhythm, and the precise nutrients, your eyes can effectively repair, regenerate, and ultimately remain healthier for a significantly longer duration. Without these crucial factors, the damage simply continues to accumulate, tragically leading to the vision problems that far too many people mistakenly accept as an inevitable consequence of aging. The truly exciting revelation here is that aging eyes are not necessarily doomed eyes. By profoundly understanding how nighttime repair works and consciously supporting it with the right evening nutrition, you possess the power to dramatically enhance the health and longevity of your vision as you gracefully grow older. Discovering the visionary fruit. When we engage in discussions about aging and the preservation of our precious eye health, it's often surprising to realize that one of the most powerful and accessible tools at our disposal isn't found within the sterile confines of a pharmacy. It's not some cutting-edge, high-tech laser treatment, nor is it an exotic, expensive supplement. Instead, it is a remarkably humble, universally available fruit, one that a mountain of compelling research consistently shows possesses an extraordinary capacity to protect and even actively repair the delicate, intricate tissues within our eyes. And here's the truly astonishing part. Most people casually walk right past it in the grocery store, completely oblivious to the profound, almost miraculous health benefits it generously offers. This extraordinary, unassuming fruit, brimming with potential, is none other than the humble blueberry. Blueberries are far more than just a delightfully tasty snack, a sweet indulgence. They stand as one of nature's most concentrated and richest sources of antioxidants, particularly a remarkable class of compounds known as anthocyanins. These are the very pigments responsible for bestowing upon blueberries their characteristic, captivating deep blue and purple hues. However, their contribution extends far beyond mere aesthetic appeal. Anthocyanins are fiercely active compounds that tirelessly work to protect the vulnerable cells in our eyes from the destructive forces of oxidative stress and pervasive inflammation, two of the primary, most aggressive drivers behind the spectrum of age-related vision problems that plague so many individuals. Blueberries, more than just an antioxidant. Let's delve a little deeper into precisely why this profound effect matters so immensely. As we navigate the journey of aging, the retina, that exquisitely light-sensitive layer positioned at the very back of the eye, endures a constant, almost imperceptible process of wear and tear. Every single time light enters the eye, it generates energy. Energy that is, of course, absolutely essential for the act of vision. Yet this vital process also inevitably generates those nefarious free radicals, highly unstable molecules that, if not promptly neutralized, can inflict significant and lasting damage upon our delicate cellular structures. Over the course of decades, this cumulative oxidative stress inexorably builds up, systematically harming the critical photoreceptor cells and the retinal pigment epithelium, both of which are absolutely indispensable for maintaining sharp, clear, and unblemished vision. The anthocyanins generously provided by blueberries act as exceptionally potent antioxidants, diligently mopping up and neutralizing these destructive free radicals before they have the opportunity to inflict irreparable harm. In numerous animal studies, diets that were specifically enriched with anthocyanins have demonstrated a remarkable ability to significantly reduce retinal damage following exposure to intense light, a common stressor for the eyes. Human studies have yielded equally promising and compelling results. For instance, one notable clinical trial conducted in Japan meticulously observed that daily consumption of blueberry extract led to measurable improvements in eye fatigue and offered tangible support for enhanced night vision in individuals experiencing significant visual strain. These collective findings strongly suggest that the powerful compounds embedded within blueberries do not merely prevent future damage. They may, in fact, actively help the eyes recover and heal from existing wear and tear, offering a beacon of hope for preserving visual acuity. But the extraordinary benefits of blueberries extend far beyond their potent antioxidant capabilities. These small, wondrous berries also possess the unique ability to significantly improve blood flow to the minuscule, intricate capillaries that pervade the eyes. The retina, as we've established, is among the most metabolically active tissues in the entire body, perpetually demanding a constant, robust supply of oxygen and a steady stream of vital nutrients. Unfortunately, as we age, general circulation often experiences a natural decline, consequently starving the eyes of the essential resources they so desperately require for optimal function and repair. The anthocyanins in blueberries play a pivotal role in maintaining the health and integrity of these delicate blood vessels, ensuring they remain flexible, resilient, and fully functional. This translates directly into a more efficient delivery of oxygen, a richer supply of nutrients, and ultimately significantly enhanced repair processes precisely when you are at rest during sleep. Another absolutely critical nutrient generously supplied by blueberries is vitamin C. While we commonly associate vitamin C primarily with robust immune health, its role within the eye is highly specific and equally vital. It is instrumental in regenerating vitamin E, another powerhouse antioxidant that diligently protects the delicate cell membranes from oxidative damage. The lens of the eye, in particular, relies heavily on a consistent supply of vitamin C to maintain its crucial transparency. Low, insufficient levels of vitamin C have been consistently linked to a higher risk of developing cataracts, a ubiquitous vision problem that affects a staggering number of older adults. By incorporating blueberries into your diet, you are essentially providing your eyes with the raw, essential materials they consume. Blueberries in the evening, you are proactively furnishing your body with a concentrated, bioavailable dose of potent antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds, precisely at the cusp of its nightly maintenance regimen. Instead of forcing your body to struggle to repair damaged cells with severely limited or inadequate resources, your eyes are now optimally supplied with exactly what they require to effectively neutralize free radicals, significantly reduce inflammation, and facilitate the restoration of damaged tissue. This strategic timing also contributes significantly to stabilizing blood sugar levels throughout the overnight period. blueberries possess a comparatively low glycemic index when contrasted with many other fruits, which means they do not trigger sharp, detrimental spikes in blood sugar. This attribute is critically important because elevated blood sugar levels can damage the tiny, fragile blood vessels within the retina, a pervasive problem observed in diabetic retinopathy. By consciously choosing blueberries as a nourishing evening snack, perhaps in lieu of a sugary dessert or a late-night, carbohydrate-laden indulgence, you are simultaneously supporting both optimal metabolic health and robust long-term eye health. And here is an often overlooked, yet potentially significant point. Blueberries may also play a supportive role in the natural production of melatonin, the crucial sleep hormone. Some intriguing studies suggest that certain plant compounds, including anthocyanins, can positively influence melatonin pathways. If this hypothesis proves true, then consuming blueberries in the evening could serve a powerful dual purpose, not only enhancing overall sleep quality, but simultaneously supplying your eyes with the precise nutrients they need to undergo more effective and comprehensive repair processes overnight. Regarding the optimal amount, the majority of research indicates that approximately 1 cup of fresh blueberries per day, or a bioequivalent amount of frozen berries, is sufficient to deliver measurable and impactful health benefits. If fresh berries are seasonally unavailable or inconvenient, freeze-dried or powdered blueberry extracts have also demonstrated similar beneficial effects in rigorously conducted clinical studies. The absolute key, however, lies in unwavering consistency. The protective compounds inherent in blueberries accumulate progressively within the body's tissues over time. Therefore, the longer and more regularly you incorporate them into your diet, the greater and more enduring the health benefits you are likely to experience. Some individuals frequently inquire whether they can simply opt for a supplement instead of consuming the whole fruit. While high-quality blueberry extracts can certainly be beneficial, the whole berries provide a naturally complex, synergistic mix of phytonutrients, dietary fiber, and essential vitamins that work in concert. Nature, in its infinite wisdom, tends to package its medicinal compounds in combinations that are profoundly more effective than isolated individual components. Hence, whenever practically feasible, the whole fruit remains the superior and more holistic choice. The core takeaway here is beautifully simple. By consciously making the choice to eat blueberries before bed, you are seamlessly aligning modern nutritional science with your body's innate biological rhythms. You are providing your eyes with precisely what they need at the exact moment they can utilize it most effectively. Over weeks and months, this seemingly small, consistent habit can culminate in truly measurable improvements in your overall eye health, leading to sharper vision, reduced eye fatigue, and potentially even a significantly lower risk of developing debilitating age-related eye diseases. The cellular symphony of regeneration. When we delve into the extraordinary potential of the human body to repair itself, particularly something as exquisitely delicate and complex as the eyes, it's crucial to grasp what is truly transpiring at the profound cellular level. The relentless march of aging within our eyes isn't attributable to a solitary, isolated factor. Rather, it is the insidious culmination of multiple interconnected assaults, relentless oxidative stress, pervasive inflammation, metabolic imbalances, and even microvascular damage, all of which insidiously accumulate over the course of decades. Yet what remains utterly remarkable is that our bodies are far from passive observers in this ongoing biological drama. Every single night, while we peacefully succumb to slumber, our cells engage in a sophisticated, meticulously coordinated symphony of repair work that is far more intricate and profound than most people could ever imagine. And when we consciously choose to provide the precise targeted nutrients before bed, such as those generously found in blueberries, we possess the power to significantly enhance these natural, innate repair mechanisms in a way that not only protects, but actively rejuvenates the vital tissues fundamental to vision. Let's begin with the retina, which stands as one of the most metabolically active tissues in our entire body. The photoreceptor cells embedded within the retina are constantly bombarded by light throughout the day, diligently converting it into the electrical signals that our brain interprets as images. This intense, continuous process, while essential for sight, generates high levels of metabolic activity and, inevitably, a cascade of free radicals, those unstable molecules capable of damaging lipids, proteins, and even the precious DNA inside our cells. Now, when we finally sleep, the retina receives a much-needed reprieve from constant light exposure. Its energy demand naturally plummets, and this is precisely the critical juncture when cells strategically switch from a mode of high activity to an intensified state of high repair. One of the paramount processes occurring during this period is DNA repair. Free radicals and ultraviolet light can inflict substantial damage upon the DNA within retinal cells, creating what scientists term DNA breaks. If left unrepaired, these breaks accumulate, progressively interfering with cell function and survival, thereby significantly contributing to degenerative conditions such as age-related macular degeneration. The diverse array of nutrients found in blueberries, most notably anthocyanins and vitamin C, offer assistance in a dual manner. Firstly, they diligently work to reduce the initial number of free radicals generated, acting as preemptive defenders. Secondly, they actively activate cellular pathways that directly assist in DNA repair. Animal studies have convincingly shown that anthocyanins can upregulate certain vital repair enzymes, essentially furnishing cells with the precise molecular tools they need to meticulously maintain their genetic integrity over the passage of time. Another critically important mechanism at play is autophagy. This fascinating process, which I've frequently highlighted, represents one of the most exciting frontiers in cellular biology. Autophagy is quite literally the cell's sophisticated recycling program, translating from Greek as self-eating. During this intricate process, cells meticulously identify, break down, and recycle damaged or senescent components, including dysfunctional mitochondria and misfolded proteins within the eyes. This process is absolutely essential because the accumulation of cellular debris within retinal cells is a major contributing factor to the aging process. In fact, in debilitating conditions like macular degeneration, scientists frequently observe the buildup of unsightly clumps of waste products known as drusen within the retina. These accumulations severely interfere with optimal vision and ultimately compromise cell survival. What makes this even more fascinating is that autophagy activity significantly increases at night and during periods of fasting, conditions that frequently overlap overnight. When you consume blueberries before bed, you are providing your body with a rich source of polyphenols that appear to actively stimulate autophagy pathways. Compounds like resveratrol, which has been extensively studied, are well known for this effect. But the anthocyanins derived from blueberries also appear to activate similar crucial cellular cleanup mechanisms. This implies that damaged proteins and organelles within retinal cells can be cleared out with greater efficiency while you sleep, allowing healthier, more functional components to seamlessly take their place. Then there's the pervasive issue of inflammation. Low-grade chronic inflammation, a state researchers often refer to as inflammaging, stands as one of the most damaging processes for aging tissues throughout the body, including our eyes. It insidiously interferes with optimal blood flow, disrupts crucial cellular cycle, also plays a profound yet often underestimated role in eye repair. It is a powerful antioxidant in its own right, especially concentrated within the retina, where melatonin levels naturally surge at night. There is compelling evidence suggesting that some of the compounds found in blueberries may actively support melatonin production, or at the very least, work synergistically with it. This potent combination, higher natural melatonin levels coupled with blueberry-derived antioxidants, creates a formidable shield against oxidative stress during the critical overnight repair window, maximizing cellular protection. And we absolutely cannot overlook mitochondria, the microscopic energy factories within our cells. Retinal cells boast some of the highest mitochondrial density in the entire body, a testament to the immense energy demands of vision. Mitochondrial decline is a universally recognized hallmark of aging, leading to reduced cellular energy production and increased vulnerability to stress. Anthocyanins have been scientifically proven to protect mitochondrial membranes from oxidative damage and even stimulate the creation of new mitochondria, a vital process termed mitochondrial biogenesis. Supporting mitochondrial health overnight means that your retinal cells awaken with significantly better energy reserves to confidently face the metabolic demands of the upcoming day, ensuring sustained visual acuity. Finally, there's the fascinating matter of gene expression. The complex compounds embedded within blueberries possess the remarkable ability to activate certain longevity pathways, such as the sirtuins, which meticulously control how cells respond to stress and diligently repair damage. My own research at Harvard has consistently shown that activating these specific pathways helps cells survive longer and function more optimally, even under challenging stress conditions. Eating blueberries before bed provides a rich supply of polyphenols that engage these very same pathways directly within eye tissues, essentially flipping genetic switches that profoundly favor repair, resilience, and healthy aging. So, when you synthesize all these profound effects, enhanced DNA repair, stimulated autophagy, significantly reduced inflammation, improved blood flow, strengthened mitochondria, and beneficial gene expression, you begin to truly grasp why consuming the right nutrients before bed can wield such a profound and transformative impact on eye health. Overnight, while you sleep, your body isn't merely resting, it is conducting an intricate, perfectly synchronized symphony of repair processes. And by judiciously supplying the precise compounds from blueberries at exactly the right time, you amplify your body's innate natural ability to meticulously maintain and even astonishingly restore vision as you gracefully navigate the aging process. Optimizing your nightly ritual. When we truly grasp the incredible power of food to decelerate the aging process and repair cellular damage, it becomes strikingly clear that timing and method are just as crucial as the nutrients themselves. This axiom rings especially true for the delicate matter of eye health and the carefully constructed evening routine that meticulously sets the stage for overnight repair. Consuming the right, beneficial fruit at an inopportune moment or in a suboptimal manner could significantly blunt or even negate many of its potential life-enhancing benefits. That's precisely why understanding the absolute best way to incorporate blueberries into your routine before bed can represent the critical difference between a mere casual snack and a truly powerful, strategically deployed longevity tool for the sustained clarity and vitality of your vision. First and foremost, let's talk about the profound importance of timing. Our bodies operate on intricate circadian rhythms, those internal biological clocks that meticulously control virtually everything, from our fluctuating hormone levels and digestive processes to the nuanced orchestration of cellular repair. Melatonin, the indispensable hormone that not only initiates sleep, but also concurrently ramps up cellular repair activities, naturally begins to rise as the evening progresses. If you consume food too late into the night, particularly heavy or sugary meals, you risk directly interfering with this natural melatonin production and disrupting your precious sleep cycle. However, strategically eating blueberries approximately 1 to 2 hours before bedtime provides your body with ample time to comfortably digest and absorb their potent nutrients without inadvertently creating a sharp spike in blood sugar that would undeniably interfere with melatonin's crucial release. This specific window of time is paramount because the beneficial nutrients inherent in blueberries, the anthocyanins, vitamin C, various polyphenols, and flavonoids, need to be actively circulating in your bloodstream precisely when your body commences its rigorous nighttime repair work. If you consume them too early in the day, a significant portion of their potent antioxidant activity might peak while you are still actively exposed to a myriad of environmental stressors such as ambient light and pollution. By evening, their beneficial levels may have significantly dwindled. Consuming them closer to bedtime ensures that as your eyes transition from a state of high activity to an intensified mode of high repair, those protective compounds are readily available right there, poised to be efficiently delivered to the delicate tissues that need them most urgently. Another utterly critical factor to consider is the portion size. People often mistakenly believe that if a small amount is beneficial, then an even larger quantity must surely be better. However, This is simply not how the complex human body functions. Overloading on fruit late at night can potentially lead to uncomfortable digestive distress, contribute to unnecessary sugar intake, and even disrupt your sleep if your body is overly preoccupied with digestion instead of focusing its energy on vital repair processes. Research consistently indicates that around 1 cup of fresh blueberries, or a bioequivalent amount, in frozen or freeze-dried form, is more than sufficient to provide the optimal levels of anthocyanins and other crucial nutrients required for measurable, impactful health benefits without overwhelming your delicate system. What about the ideal form of blueberries? Fresh blueberries are undeniably ideal because they contain the complete spectrum of nutrients, dietary fiber, and natural water content in their most pristine state. Frozen blueberries represent an excellent second option, as the freezing process, when carried out soon after harvest, remarkably preserves most of their potent antioxidants. Freeze-dried blueberry powder or capsules can also be effective, particularly in certain clinical settings. However, as I frequently emphasize, whole foods provide a synergistic array of compounds that dietary supplements sometimes fail to fully replicate. For example, the natural fiber present in whole blueberries plays a crucial role in slowing the release of sugars into the bloodstream, thereby mitigating the risk of a sharp glucose spike while simultaneously promoting superior gut health, a multifaceted benefit that isolated extracts simply cannot fully replicate. Strategically pairing blueberries with certain other foods can also significantly enhance nutrient absorption. For instance, many of the powerful antioxidants found in blueberries are fat-soluble, meaning they are better absorbed by the body in the presence of healthy fats. Enjoying them with a small handful of nutrient-dense walnuts or almonds, or even stirring them into a little plain Greek yogurt, can markedly improve their bioavailability. These thoughtful combinations also provide additional synergistic nutrients that further support eye health, such as the vitamin E found in nuts or the beneficial probiotics from yogurt, which can help reduce systemic inflammation throughout the entire body. Another intriguing point is that consuming blueberries in their raw, unprocessed form appears to preserve the highest level of antioxidant activity. Heating them, such as when they are incorporated into baked goods, may unfortunately degrade some of the more delicate compounds like vitamin C. So, while a blueberry muffin might offer a momentary taste pleasure, it is certainly not the most effective vehicle for delivering potent antioxidants to your retinal cells right before bed. Fresh, frozen, or minimally processed forms are unequivocally ideal for maintaining the full potency and efficacy of these remarkable compounds. Then there's the question of sugar content, a concern for many. Individuals with diabetes or prediabetes sometimes harbor reservations about consuming fruit at night. However, blueberries possess a relatively low glycemic index compared to many other fruits, meaning they do not typically cause a sharp, undesirable spike in blood sugar. In fact, studies have compellingly demonstrated that blueberries can actually improve insulin sensitivity over time, positioning them as a smart and beneficial choice even for individuals closely monitoring their glucose levels. Furthermore, pairing them with a source of protein or healthy fats can further decelerate sugar absorption, leading to a steady, sustained release of energy rather than an abrupt spike followed by an energy crash. A highly practical and effective tip is to consciously integrate blueberries as an integral part of a calming, intentional evening ritual, rather than merely consuming them as a rushed, thoughtless snack. The deliberate act of slowing down, engaging in mindful eating, and purposefully preparing your body for restorative rest holds significant importance. Chronic stress elevates levels of cortisol, a hormone that not only profoundly disrupts sleep, but also actively accelerates the aging process in delicate tissues like the eyes. By cultivating a peaceful, intentional routine, perhaps by dimming the lights, conscientiously avoiding screens, and savoring a small bowl of blueberries alongside a soothing herbal tea, you effectively align multiple longevity pathways simultaneously, achieving better sleep quality, reducing overall stress, and enhancing targeted nutrient delivery. Another deeper layer to this optimization lies within the gut microbiome. The polyphenols abundantly found in blueberries are metabolized by beneficial gut bacteria into even smaller compounds that can exert even more powerful and far-reaching effects on human cells. A healthy, diverse microbiome actually amplifies the manifold benefits of blueberry consumption. This means that maintaining a generally diverse, fiber-rich diet will intrinsically help your body extract the maximum therapeutic benefit from blueberries consumed at night. Interestingly, some studies even suggest that the gut microbiome itself adheres to a circadian rhythm, processing nutrients differently depending on the time of day. Evening consumption of polyphenol-rich foods like blueberries may thus provide crucial compounds to the gut bacteria at a time when they are optimally poised to produce beneficial metabolites that circulate throughout the overnight period, reaching and nourishing distant tissues like the retina. And we must not ignore the fundamental importance of hydration. While blueberries themselves contain water, it is typically not sufficient to meet your body's complete fluid needs. Adequate hydration is absolutely essential to ensure optimal blood flow and efficient nutrient transport to the eyes. Drinking a small glass of plain water alongside your evening blueberries can effectively support this vital process, though of course you'll want to be mindful not to overdo it right before bed if it leads to disrupted sleep from frequent bathroom trips. Finally, and perhaps most crucially, consistency is the undisputed key. Consuming blueberries only sporadically once in a while will simply not produce dramatic or lasting changes. The protective compounds inherent in blueberries gradually accumulate within tissues over time, including within the macula of the eye, where compounds like lutein, zeaxanthin, and other vital antioxidants collectively form a literal biological shield against pervasive oxidative stress. Daily or near-daily consumption ensures a steady, continuous supply of these compounds, thereby fostering long-term resilience and robust protection rather than fleeting short-term benefits. When you meticulously integrate all these elements, the precise timing, the appropriate portion, strategic food pairing, the optimal form, and unwavering consistency, eating blueberries before bed transcends being a mere dietary choice and transforms into a strategic, science-backed habit designed to profoundly protect and enhance your vision as you gracefully age. It represents a small, yet remarkably impactful change with potentially profound effects on how effectively your eyes repair and regenerate each night, meticulously keeping them healthier, sharper, and more resilient for many years to come. A lifetime of clear vision. When we contemplate the vast expanse of aging, particularly in the delicate realm of vision, it's all too easy to instinctively gravitate towards immediate, short-term fixes. A new prescription for glasses, the latest eye drops promising temporary relief, or even resorting to surgical interventions when problems unfortunately escalate to severe levels. Yet, what the ever-unfolding tapestry of science is increasingly revealing to us is a far more profound truth. The seemingly small, consistent habits we meticulously adopt and sustain over extended periods of time possess the remarkable power to dramatically alter the entire trajectory of our health as we gracefully age. For seniors, embracing the habit of consuming the right targeted nutrients before bed, such as those abundantly found in blueberries, isn't just about experiencing a fraction more clarity when they awaken tomorrow morning. It's about strategically stacking the odds overwhelmingly in their favor for the countless years and decades that lie ahead, safeguarding their precious vision, preserving their invaluable independence, and crucially, maintaining an exceptional quality of life. Let's step back for a moment and truly examine why this profound insight holds such immense importance. While vision loss is undeniably common with advancing age, it is not an inevitable decree. Conditions like age-related macular degeneration, AMD, cataracts, and glaucoma become notably more prevalent after the age of 60. Many seniors, with a heavy heart, simply resign themselves to declining vision as an inescapable part of growing older. However, The liberating reality is that a significant portion of this deterioration is fundamentally driven by biochemical processes that we possess the agency to influence: persistent oxidative stress, chronic inflammation, impaired circulation, and the pervasive decline of mitochondrial function. These are not random, unavoidable occurrences. They are intricate biochemical pathways that are exquisitely responsive to our lifestyle choices and dietary habits. When you consistently and thoughtfully provide your body with the precise, beneficial compounds it needs, especially delivered at the optimal times, you actively steer these pathways toward robust repair and resilient regeneration, rather than passively allowing them to succumb to damage and irreversible decline. Blueberries, when consumed regularly before bed, seamlessly integrate into this strategic approach by supporting multiple synergistic layers of long-term eye health. We've already delved into how the powerful anthocyanins, vitamin C, and other beneficial polyphenols present in blueberries work diligently overnight to mitigate oxidative damage, significantly improve circulation, and enhance vital cellular repair. But the true transformative power of this habit truly emerges over the span of months and years of consistent, dedicated consumption. The protective pigments derived from blueberries, specifically lutein and zeaxanthin, actually accumulate directly within the macula, the central, most critical part of the retina responsible for our sharpest, most detailed vision. This isn't a fleeting, one-time event. As you consistently consume these compounds, they gradually build up, forming a literal biological shield inside your eye. This shield actively filters out harmful blue light and diligently neutralizes free radicals before they can inflict damage upon the delicate photoreceptor cells, which are paramount for sight. Studies have compellingly shown that individuals possessing a higher macular pigment density, meaning a greater concentration of these protective compounds stored within their eyes, exhibit a significantly lower risk of developing age-related macular degeneration, which tragically stands as one of the leading causes of blindness among older adults. What makes this even more fascinating is that this crucial accumulation process is inherently slow and steady. Eating blueberries only occasionally will yield minimal change. However, daily or near-daily consumption, sustained over many months, cultivates a robust biological reservoir of protection directly within the retina itself. It serves as a perfect, elegant example of how thoughtful nutrition interacts synergistically with the passage of time to fundamentally shape the aging process. Another profound long-term benefit revolves around vascular health. Our eyes are densely packed with an intricate network of tiny capillaries that ceaselessly deliver oxygen and vital nutrients to the retina. Over time, factors such as high blood pressure, diabetes, and general vascular aging can unfortunately damage these fragile vessels, leading to serious conditions like diabetic retinopathy or retinal vein occlusion. The anthocyanins sourced from blueberries play a critical role in maintaining optimal endothelial function, the health and integrity of the cells lining our blood vessels, and actively reducing arterial stiffness. This translates directly into better, more efficient blood flow to the eyes over the long haul, a reduced risk of microvascular damage, and ultimately a lower probability of developing vision-threatening complications further down the road. Then there's the persistent role of chronic inflammation. As we age, many tissues throughout the body enter a state of persistent, low-grade inflammation, a phenomenon often termed inflammaging. Within the eyes, this insidious process dramatically accelerates degenerative diseases and severely impairs the intrinsic ability of cells to repair themselves. The powerful anti-inflammatory compounds found in blueberries don't merely exert their effects for a few hours post-consumption. Regular, consistent intake appears to demonstrably lower baseline levels of inflammatory markers throughout the entire body. Over the course of years, this cultivates a systemic environment that profoundly favors longevity and resilience, not just within the eyes, but also extending its protective benefits to the brain, the cardiovascular system, and indeed far beyond. Speaking of the brain, we absolutely cannot overlook the intimate eye-brain connection. The retina is, in essence, a direct extension of our central nervous system. Consequently, The very same nutrients that diligently protect retinal cells frequently offer similar protective benefits to the neurons within the brain. Long-term consistent blueberry consumption has been linked in multiple scientific studies to demonstrably better cognitive function in older adults. This is likely because the same oxidative and inflammatory processes that inflict damage upon the eyes simultaneously damage the delicate structures of the brain. So, by diligently protecting your vision, you may also be inadvertently safeguarding your precious memory and mental clarity, two invaluable attributes that seniors understandably wish to preserve for as long as humanly possible. Another crucial point for long-term well-being is mitochondrial health. We've previously discussed how retinal cells are densely packed with mitochondria owing to the immense energy demands of vision. Mitochondrial decline is a recognized hallmark of aging, leading to reduced cellular energy production and increased vulnerability to stress. The compounds found in blueberries actively support mitochondrial biogenesis, the creation of new mitochondria, and protect existing ones from oxidative damage. Over the span of years, this means your retinal cells maintain superior energy production, which is absolutely essential for keeping vision sharp and vibrant well into your 70s, 80s, and even beyond. It is also worth noting that meticulous blood sugar control plays an enormous role in fostering long-term eye health. Chronically high glucose levels wreak havoc on the retina's delicate microvasculature and accelerate oxidative stress. Blueberries have been scientifically shown in clinical studies to improve insulin sensitivity and significantly aid in regulating blood sugar levels. For seniors who are at risk of developing type 2 diabetes or metabolic syndrome, simply eating blueberries before bed could dramatically reduce not only systemic complications, but also the specific and devastating eye damage caused by prolonged hyperglycemia. Finally, there's the profound matter of independence and overall quality of life. Vision loss in seniors extends far beyond merely affecting eyesight. It significantly elevates the risk of falls, fractures, depression, and even cognitive decline due to a reduction in crucial sensory input. Maintaining clear, functional vision means upholding autonomy, the invaluable ability to read beloved books, to drive safely, to recognize the cherished faces of family and friends, and to confidently navigate the world around you. Something as deceptively simple as a nightly bowl of blueberries, consistently consumed over many years, could profoundly contribute to keeping seniors active, engaged, and truly independent far longer than they might otherwise be. When we contemplate the grand pursuit of longevity, it's often tempting to seek out dramatic, groundbreaking interventions, revolutionary new drugs, cutting-edge high-tech therapies, or experimental medical procedures. However, more often than not, the most powerful and enduring tools at our disposal are the simplest, most accessible, and those applied with unwavering consistency. Blueberries before bed offer a remarkably low-cost, readily accessible, and scientifically evidence-backed method to harness the body's innate, natural repair processes, strategically protect against multiple insidious aging pathways, and ultimately preserve not just the clarity of vision, but overall vitality and zest for life well into our later years. Over the passage of time, these seemingly small daily decisions compound, profoundly shaping how we age in ways that no quick fix or sudden intervention could ever hope to achieve.